Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have with me two girls from Germany, and it's the first time when we meet up, and we're gonna talk a bit about our story. What we have in common is that we all three have lipedema, you know, my condition, and this month is awareness month, so I'm trying to give you as many stories as possible with people that have different backgrounds, they have been diagnosed at different stages, and just to talk how we deal with it and how it's our life. I'm gonna let the girls introduce themselves, and then we're gonna have a free chat about how is this condition, how we deal with it. In Germany they are more advanced than we are in UK, so we just want to share a bit of good practice. So hopefully you're gonna enjoy it. Leave your comments below with what else would you like to know, and then we are gonna try to answer as much as possible. So I'm gonna let Yas to introduce first. Maybe if you can tell us your name, where are you from, and maybe when you've been diagnosed with this condition.
So yes, I'm from Germany, Stuttgart, and I was diagnosed 2016.
Okay, so that's like 2 years ago.
Right, and it wasn't because of my legs. I really went for a checkup for my knee, and
So you had knee issues, okay.
right, because of my training. So she diagnosed me on the side, like saying, "Oh, and by the way, you got lipedema."
And you were like, what's lipedema? Huh?
No, actually not, because my friend, she told me, I knew about her condition. I'm like, okay, now I know what's going on. And so I'm like, I messaged her, I'm like, hey.
And do you think the problem with the knee, you got it because of the lipedema? Do you think that's how you ended up being with knee problems, or?
I don't think so, because I was doing a lot of gymnastics and stuff,
Also.
and stuff I wasn't used to. So I think that, but she is a professional for, what you call it, like vein and dermatologist.
Okay.
So she noticed right away.
So now we know Yas, we know she's from Stuttgart, from Germany, and we know how she got diagnosed. We're gonna go next to Mona, so we're gonna see her story, because she, I think she's got more knowledge. I've been diagnosed in 2017, Yas in 2016, and now your turn, go.
Hi, I'm Ramona. I'm from Stuttgart also. I got diagnosed in 2009 already about it, where it was really rare that to find a specialist even in Germany. It was just that I seen something on TV and I made sure to go and see that doctor. He was like, yeah, you got that condition, you can keep it how it is. But to help you really, you would have to do the surgeries. But for that, you would not have enough money to take care of this sickness or this condition. And basically back then we already got kind of stranded there, which I really let myself try not to affect me. But I didn't take care of me that well until 2014. I really got back on it.
So that was 5 years. So in those 5 years, like, you just didn't think of this condition at all? So you would, or it would be in your mind?
Yeah, it was in my mind always. Always. Because I was already, when I was young, I had that condition. I was happy someone named it for me. That I have.
So it was good to finally find a name for what you have.
For what I have, when everyone was like, you're not like a regular person built. So
But you feel like it's genetics, like for you, when it started to boom? Because for me, I know for sure it started at puberty. So after I got my first period,
Yeah.
all of a sudden I was double. I was like, what's going on?
yeah, that's what happened with me too. In puberty already, I never was skinny before at all either. But in puberty, it really started to grow. And when you take the contraception,
Contraception.
and you start with the hormones, that's what really make it worse and make it grow like double as fast. I thought than in puberty when it happened. So
So in 2014 you started working.
I started working on myself. What really, everyone look for self-help groups in Germany. There is
So they do have self-help groups. Okay.
We do need to know about it. They do know more. We have help and insurance there, but they don't put it on you unless you ask for what you deserve and what you get to really make this condition better, and you can live better with it. So when I started 2014 with them, they gave me all the information. I started on this help group. I got the help I needed, to which doctors I need to go that really help me then, instead of just saying
You need to lose weight.
yeah, you need to lose weight, you need that surgery, you don't have the money for it, but to really help me get better and to get back on my nutrition and really make sure that they tell me I need to look out more for myself.
And one question, because here in UK, the only treatment they give you is the compression ties. So in Germany, do they also pay for like massage or something that you could go, or?
If you only have lipedema, they only give you the compression.
Okay.
A lot of times, even if you're just stage 1, they don't even give you compression. They tell you, you're fine like that, just keep on working out. But
That's what they told me.
So they told
She's
you.
like, oh, you're doing sports, a lot of sports, so
You're
you don't need anything.
yeah, but you really have to find the doctors. They know that you're struggling with it. They know that even these fat tissues affecting the lymph system.
Lymphatic system,
Yeah,
yeah.
so you can really get these massages to help you to get the water out, to get to rehabs, we call them, to make sure you get really like 3-week full treatment to get all the water out first, so that the compression really works and fits perfect to your body. Because I used to have from 2014 on my compression, but I never had been happy with it.
Oh, so you didn't feel like it proper
Yeah,
fit, so
it
that it
never
helps.
it slipped. It somewhere. It was always itching. It was. I couldn't work out with it. It was just uncomfortable. Like it didn't work until I went to that place and they really took care that these compression garments was a perfect match for me.
So now I'm gonna touch a bit on the compression garments, because we are not the best examples. We are not actually wearing them, but Mona, she's wearing them all the time. She's actually wearing them now. So these are your compression. How do you feel? It was hard to get used to get them on like every morning, because
Yeah.
I feel that's the most painful for most of the people. Like in the morning when you want to get them up, they are just not coming. And then
I've been with her in the room every day for the past 4 days, and I'm like, oh man, I couldn't do it.
It is,
So it is.
it is really hard in the beginning. You really got to make sure. In Germany we have these things that we get the 2-part ones. This means you got the ones
Oh,
till
you
the
have
knee.
till the knees.
Yeah, and then you got the other ones apart, which is really easier to put on. It all depends on what people like. That's why I say you really have these 3 weeks there to figure out the perfect matches for you. So you just struggle. Your fingers hurt. You need your extra time in the morning. You make sure you better don't shower in the morning. Make sure you do that in the afternoon before you go to bed, because otherwise you would have a big struggle to get
Or
them
to
on.
get it's
Yes.
even worse.
The special creams you need before, after, so that they don't make it hard for you to put it on. So you really have to look out for a lot of things.
Just a question: you wear them from morning till night till you
Yes.
go to bed, or you wear them also when you sleep? When you sleep, you take them off.
No, the compression garments you should not wear when you sleep.
Okay,
in-
girls. So in case you have it, you wear it from the morning till the night.
In that time, you really should let your legs breathe, and just the lymph system, it lays up your feet up. Put a rain pillow under your legs.
Oh, so you sleep with your legs
yes.
up.
The legs really got to be over the heart, so that all the liquid and the body can process it. And a lot of doctors, they should really tell that it's not healthy to wear them at night.
To wear them at night.
Yes.
Okay, so now we've seen Mona. She's wearing the compression garments. We all train. So we are all going to the gym. We all deal with this condition in a positive way. Like we try to train as much as possible. We all know that carbs are a killer. So yeah, we all struggle with carbs. We all try to keep carbs under control. And yeah, maybe you want to. Do you feel any pain, or how is it for you in terms of accepting that you have this condition? And also your job is really demanding, like you have to stand a lot.
Right.
Maybe if you can tell me a bit, in your day-to-day life, how is this affecting you?
It doesn't really affect me until I go to a wardrobe and like a changing room in a store, and I try on 1,000,000 pants
And nothing
and
fits.
nothing fits, and you like, or it's either you get your legs in the pants, but then
And
on
then
top it's like twice your size, and you're like, what? Come on.
I know the
And then-
pain. It happens to me all the
Or
time.
you get a 42 and you used to fit in it, right? So you get a 42 and you pull them up until
And you're like,
and then you're like, okay, it's
not fitting
and
me.
then sometimes I'm honest, I just want to cry because it makes you feel like it's not like I'm going crazy on my nutrition. Well, this trip I have, but you're like, come on,
You don't do anything wrong, and
Right.
you like still grow.
right, and you get frustrated because 2 years ago that same pant size fit, and now all I wear is basically mainly is-
Jeggings or
yeah, Nike.
Yeah.
Nike Pro is my go-to.
Your go-to.
Yes, because it always fits.
Guys, to tell you something about this condition, it's actually a progressive condition, which means that let's say years go by, you don't change anything in your diet or you don't eat more, but your legs still grow. So this is the bad part about it, that you don't know how it's gonna end up. And if you check on Google, if you just type lipedema, you'll see how it can get to different stages and how it can get worse. That's why it's really important, if you are diagnosed, to try and keep it under control. So you either go so the diet that works, or at least what worked for all the people that I've talked to, it was low carbs. You guys agree? So
You
low
really-
carbs
yeah.
is what works for the condition that we have. So if you've been diagnosed and you don't have money, let's say for liposuction, please try at least to keep a low carbs diet. So adapt your lifestyle to a low carbs diet. You go and you train. Swimming is good. All kind of cardio is good, but try not to force your legs too much. So if you do high impact, probably you're gonna feel like it's painful. For example, for me, running, it's not working because it's just too painful for me. And from your experience, guys, what other training do you do? What you've lost how much?
30 kilo until
So
now.
she lost 30 kilos. That's around almost 5 stones. And you've done it through the diet.
I've done a lot through the diet. My blood said I have high inflammation in the blood. I went through all different kind of checkups, and in the end they say, yeah, it could be from that condition. And as soon as I changed my diet to a healthier lifestyle with lesser carbs, that inflammation went down. It's not going all the way, and it's not 100% that they really are sure now it's from that, but everything else is fine.
So you feel better.
I do feel better, and I did a lot of workouts. Cardio is mainly, and I do once a week only the weights.
And cardio, what exactly do you do? Go on the machines, or you do your own circuits, or
I do the cross trainer, the elliptical.
oh, the cross trainer? Okay.
And I do walks, fast walks on the treadmill.
Yeah, that's what I felt it works for me. The uphill walks.
Yeah.
Then you go
Yeah.
fast. You don't run because running is painful for us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then you go uphill and it's
Yeah.
very.
A new thing we have now on more swim places, we have aqua cycling. I love
Okay.
the bikes in the water. That's really good for the legs. You do the cycling, which got the pressure, like if you get these massages for the water, and you at the same time moving your legs and exercising, and that's just what helps really to get your metabolism working with the nutrition and the workouts to make everything more start working with the compression garments and the massages. That really made sure that I was able to drop that weight. Before I did the same things, I even
And you
ate
wouldn't-
lesser,
And you wouldn't lose the weight.
and I
Okay.
didn't lose the weight.
So you feel that helps you to boost your
Yes,
metabolism and to
yes.
be able to burn
Mhm.
a bit of the fat.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to make sure you guys get it, we all three have lipedema. I've been diagnosed 2017, 2016, 2009. We all train and we all keep a healthy lifestyle according to our condition, which means low carbs. Now I just want to touch base a bit on the psychological effect that this condition has on people, and how hard it is to actually accept that you are different. So I know you mentioned a bit about social media. I'll share their accounts to say that when you actually posted a picture in bikini, you felt free, like it was
Right.
something so different. Maybe if you can talk a bit about that, like, do you feel a bit conscious when you're in bikini, or how you felt and how you feel now? Or
Actually, I do. Of course, working out helps with your confidence. Is mainly why I do it, and to feel healthy. And if you feel healthy, you automatically carry yourself differently through life.
your head
Right.
up.
And you feel like you just killed the gym, and you like all the hormones, like
You
the
feel
happy
alive.
hormones. Yeah, you feel like, yes, I've done it. And the bikini part, since back when I was 13, I always had bigger legs than my friends.
I know.
So of course, it's been always an issue since back then.
Yeah.
You would feel kind of depressed and not obviously sad, but you would go home and wish you would have smaller legs.
Yeah,
and-
so as you said, you wouldn't talk about the issue, but it would be in your heart.
Right.
Probably you won't say to people, but when you get home, when you're with your own thoughts, you're like, oh, I wish my legs would be skinnier.
Right. So with social media, I realized that there's a new, let's call it trend for now, to accept conditions in all type you have to deal with, just to accept it and make the best out of it. Not to let yourself go, because that's not what life should be about. Always take care of yourself and strive to be a better version of yourself, other than try to be like someone else or try to outdo someone else. Like, for example, you were an inspiration for me to post
thank
the
you.
picture I did, my very first bikini picture on social media.
Oh.
Yes. And she actually, her thrive pushed me too,
To keep
because
going.
to see my best friend turning her life around like 180 degrees, if not even 360.
No, because that's
it's
coming
like-
back now.
Okay, 350. So it's just you feed off other
You
inspiring
get the
people.
positive energy.
Right, exactly. So that's what keeps you going. And despite the struggles we have in the locker rooms, and like, you can just, people are always gonna talk. If you're
So if-
skinny, you're too skinny. If you're big, you're too fat.
So it's never
Just
enough
find-
anyway.
Just find peace within yourself. I think that's the main task we all have on this planet.
And it's just
and-
don't let this condition control your life. It's more like
Exactly.
you control the way you feel. So yeah, maybe you know, how do you feel? Because you lost quite a lot of weight. So
Yes.
in terms of confidence, how much it helped you, and where do you feel you are now?
On my weight loss, I got a lot of confidence back. Already to see what I was able to do then after I lost all that weight, it didn't change the condition on my legs or on my arms at all. Like, my arms are really still
You're
affected
still-
too. But the other part where I was getting to look on the other parts like a normal or regular person got my confidence boosted up, and I can do so much more in the gym now too. I have so much more fun on living, doing things, sightseeing. I can take care of everything again. I don't feel like I have to hide, because it is like it is. People outside, they look at you, no matter what. If you're skinny, the other one, but it's not as bad as it used to really be. Now after I lost all this weight.
So I know you've mentioned that you don't get tired that quick.
Exactly.
And that was one of the advantages that I had after losing weight. I would be, I can actually walk for like 2 hours and I'm not dying. Or I can actually walk up the stairs. And I know for some people this can sound a bit stupid, like, well, that's something normal. Well, maybe it's normal for you, but for
Right,
us,
yes.
for us who always struggle with the weight, you don't even understand how happy you can be when you see, I can actually do this and I don't get that tired, or I'm not, I don't feel like I'm dying
Yeah.
when I'm getting up. So I think that's the main, like, even with weight loss, you know, I feel that's really important for people to understand. When you lose weight, the part with how you look, that's like just a bonus, but the real victory or I don't know, the best advantages are that you can actually walk for much longer. You don't feel that tired that quick. You can
Yes.
even sleep well. I'm not
Yes.
sure if it was with you,
Right.
but for me it was like it changed the way I sleep. I could feel better, and then just overall you feel like you can see the sun finally.
Yep.
You start to be more positive, and that's what I've noticed on most of the people who started to be more active. they started to be more positive, to feel better, and they start smiling more, which is actually good. Thank you guys for watching. Like, I'm really happy that I met the girls to share a bit. Obviously, this is a never-ending story with the lipedema, because you always struggle and you always have your ups and downs. But I just wanted to show you a bit from other positive people, because we are all going through the same. Lipedema looks different on everyone.
Right.
So we were just talking that, we all look different, like it looks different. And if you do have it, it's not the end of the world. You just have to fight with it. If you have the money for the liposuction, you can go for it. Mona had one liposuction, and she said that it changed her life already. And she's gonna, and she's gonna have the second one in October. So at the end of the day, it's totally up to you how you want to fight it. You can try to keep it under control with diet and with exercising. You can also go for liposuction, for the surgery. But regardless of which method you go, you'll always have to be active, because otherwise, I'm quite sure that if you just go back to an unhealthy lifestyle, so let's say even if you had the surgery and you keep eating bad, it will come back. So this is not a miracle. The liposuction is just helping you to get rid of what was there before, but moving forward, it's up to you to keep it under control. So liposuction is not the magic solution. It can only help to get rid of the stubborn fat that you cannot get rid through diet, but on long term you'll still have to keep the same lifestyle, the eating healthy and being active. So our advice for you guys is stay active
and on a good nutrition.
On a good nutrition. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Ciao.